Actually, I was a brahmachari in the Ramakrishna mission for 9 years. When I was in the Ramakrishna mission in Chennai, 1995, I had a fortune to stay with the Swami Nityananda Paramahamsa.
Gurunada Nityananda Guruvin Guruve Guga.
Every day we have to get up in the morning, 4 o'clock in our shrine worship, morning Mangalarati worship. I have never seen him that he has missed that worship. He regularly used to get up and he will go for the shrine worship. Even he has finished his japa dhyana more than 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock also, he will get up. His total dedication will be in spirituality only. And in the meanwhile, his work also, he will go beyond the work because of the affection with the people, because of the karma yoga he is doing for the only yoga for the people. He is not anchoring for the any fruit of that karma.
Nityananda Satchidananda Nityananda.
He is a very lovable person for the everyone. He is not only doing a karma yoga, he is not only doing this ideal worship of bhakti yoga, he is not only meditating as a Raja Yogi. And he used to Jnana Yoga also. Jnana Yoga means what is that? Actually, whatever we read in the Upanishad or Gitas or whatever explanation, we have to give to the people also. So he was helping with the Ramakrishna Vijayam, etc. Ramakrishna Vijayam's editor, that time Swami Kamalatmananda was there. He is also a traditionally person. He likes a Shiva worship and traditional life of the South India, Saiva Siddhanta. And our Swami is already was trained in the Saiva Siddhanta. He has read about the Kadaupanishad, Vedanta, Panchadashi and so many things also. Any topic will be open. He will not having any fear and clarification he will give.
This place is Anandavana. Anandavana. Ganga came and had darshan of Mahadeva. Varuna and Asi joined. It became Varanasi.
Swamiji also told that in the 3 chanas, we are like in full confusion that what body you want to take. So because of the confusion, we just land up in the most, what you want to aspire most in the last birth, we just come into that body in this birth because we are so confused. But if we take birth, like for example, now in the last birth, you would have seen a great enlightened master. So when you leave the body, because that is such a great experience for you, so when you see that, like what Swamiji told, the thing of Swami, master coming in your life, that will be the most flashing part of your life. So you will choose the body with being with the master in this birth.
Shana is the gap between one thought and another thought. If you are very conscious and you have low thoughts, then the 3 shanas for you will be very long. Because the gap between one thought and another thought for a conscious person will be very long. But if you are so unconscious and you are so much in incompletion, the gap for one thought to another thought will be so quick. That is what you'll be confused while deciding. If you are so conscious, you are complete in this body, then the 3 shanas will be very long for you. You can consciously decide.
See, life always puts you back into the space of completion. So when you decide, like when you desire for something, Cosmos says Tathastu for that, and when you experience it, you'll become complete with it. But then still, like whatever you didn't desire for, life will give you that, which whatever you resist, life will give you that, so that you complete with that also. So life does it to put you back into the space of completion.
But in my experience, before I came to Gurukul, my only purpose was I have to be first in everything. But after I came to Gurukul, so when I was outside, it was all about just me focusing on how I can become first. But after I came to Gurukul, I understood that a leader is not just a one who is too selfish and bothers about himself, but a real leader is a one who creates more leaders around him. So, in my example, what I felt is that I had an aspiration that I have to be first, which was the old aspiration. Then when I moved on to the next aspiration, that creating everyone is the real leader, then I moved to it. So this is what I feel as aspirations getting matured. Swamiji once told that in a body you can go through many minds, or one mind you can go through many bodies. So what I understood from that is, suppose you have a certain type of mind now, so and you leave this body with that mind, you then move to the next body. When you move to the next body also, situations will be created around you where the same type of mind also will be reflected to you, so that from there you move on to the space of completion. This is what I feel.